Charm, she's a stunner. Flipping through gossip, the latest craze. Trying to cook, oh how they dazzle. We keep it real, spilling the truth. In a circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades. So that's sweet, sharing the vibe, feel the angelic crease. Page by page, return our worlds. Sit still and strong and life unfurled.
Hey, front porch crew. Let me look and see if I'm on mute. No, I'm not on mute. Welcome back to the front porch. This is our third series discussing Brenay and Akira. Hey, Jalen, Tim, and Devon. Baby, they don't want me to F out. And of course, we will give updates here on the front porch, but the series, as far as my presentation for right now, is over. 3 parts, possibly 4, because I went back down a rabbit hole today and I wanted to be able to provide y'all with some more information. So maybe like 3.5 at this point, but we are definitely going to wrap up my visuals, which consists of me just getting clips just to show outside of my discussion, points, what's going on. Just in case y'all don't believe me, baby. Okay, Jalen, straight nuts. Straight nuts. And at this point, I'm thinking Brenay may need a little evaluation. Okay, because some ain't right. The elevator don't go all the way up to the top. It's the Lulu. It's destruction. And she on a downward spiral at this point. And Tim is going to sit there and watch her hit rock bottom. We're going to get into the court shenanigans during this live, and then they have court on tomorrow, so we'll do like a brief, update, and then we'll get into Ernesto's content on tomorrow. Oh, and we will be covering the Vegas beheading. Oh, Miss Boogie Down, she ready for the shenanigans, okay? We'll give them maybe 2 more minutes because I did come on a little earlier, probably a few minutes earlier. So I'll give them a few more minutes to join us. Miss Boogie Down, I don't know if you heard me, but I'll repeat myself and then I have to speak to everyone in the chat. I'm beginning to think Brenay may need a psych evaluation. And instead of her parents, grandparents, sisters, support system joining in on these shenanigans, they may need to be having a different conversation with her, because I really feel like she is so far gone. She's delusional. What was my 3? Delusional. She's headed for destruction. and she's on a downward spiral at this point. I think she's in over her head. She don't want to prove the people right. But hey, at this point, if it saved face for you, Brenay, do what you gotta do, baby. Do what you gotta do. Save yourself. Cause Tim, if he really loved you, he would not put you in this situation. But we already said in our second part two live, if he do it with you, he'll do it to you. And I do believe what goes around comes around. And we still don't really know what's going on with the sister, her identical twin sister, Corinne. I went and got her name. And she has found herself in a 3.5. No, it's 2.5. A lot of people say it's 3 million, but it's $2.5 million civil suit, okay? Over a man that ain't worth 3.5 nickels, pennies, dimes. He is not worth it. And if you don't know, if you're just joining us and you're a little bit confused, Brenay is a TikTok personality. She is what we call a mukbang, maybe lifestyle blogger over there on TikTok, where she has like over 1 million subscribers. She was married to Tim. She's not Tim, excuse me. She was married to Devon. Now she's married to Tim. As of September 11th. Okay. We know what happened on September 11th. We talked about some of Tim's legal issues earlier. I can link that live if you missed it. But I just don't see how Brenay does not see it. Like, since she's been with this man, doing the evil, doing the devil's work, she has been losing. She has been going to jail, having to deal with a lot of legal issues. Her family is being targeted. Your business out here on these streets, in the courthouse. To me, he's not worth it. He is just not worth it. But if the heart wants what the heart wants, let me speak and we're going to get into it, honey. Hey, Nestos, I hope you're safe. I know you're traveling. Thank you so much for just joining in, sitting in the bushes, supporting me however you like. Okay? I appreciate it. Hey, Complicated. Vic to the Veil, thank you, sis, for jumping back in here in the bushes, running errands. Be safe. Hey, again, to Jalen, Miss Boogie Down, B. Williams. All right, all right, all right. Y'all ready for part 3.5? Hey, CW. Let me get it up. Let me pull up the screen. Oh, wait a minute. Did I upload it? Because my ass been outside. Let me see. I better have to upload this damn video. I'm going to be pissed. I think I did.
Tim and Brenay went and got married.
Oh. Hold on. I mean, I'm sitting here, but give me a minute. Okay. There we go. All right. Hey, Elsie, thank you so much for catching the replay on the earlier live. I appreciate you, sis. There's Miss E. Miss E, have you made it home from church yet? I appreciate you jumping in as well on part 2. You in and out, just listening. Okay. I appreciate it. Sure, hold on a minute. I thought I had uploaded the video. I did, but I didn't. It's going through its final check, so that should not take too long. So, child, we got to talk about something. How y'all families making out? I personally don't have out, and when I say personally, I'm gonna say like from my siblings to my first cousins, because that's all I can account for at this point. How's your families doing if they have had their benefits cut? My daughter just messaged me. I cannot worry. We've been having a lot of giveaways here. Yes, I'm home and getting ready for the new week. Yes, it's Sunday. But I heard this woman cheated with a man on the air mattress. Which woman? Do you know which one? Did we talk about the drone proposal on the porch? What drone proposal? Where can I find it? While we wait on YouTube to tell me if my video gonna be yay or nay. It says we have about 10 minutes, but sometimes it goes faster. My bad, y'all. What I could play, but they'll be out of order. Which at this point, I don't think y'all mind because this is so merch. Which woman, okay? Are we talking about Brenay? And what man? Girl. They may have been on the air mattress. I'm not sure. I haven't seen that. Hey, Karen, come on in. Okay, drown. Let me look at this real quick. Like, damn it, I've been seeing her too. Let me see this drone proposal. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll be damn. Oh, this is nice. Oh, heck. Rachel. Is that their name? If this is it. Oh, no. In Dallas? Was it in Dallas? T&E? Oh, this is really nice. This is beautiful. She said yes. Oh, this is nice. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, Dallas. The proposal was an influencer named Erica. Okay, T&E. I thought it was very cute. Okay, we can look at this real quick. Like, if they don't, we may go out of order, child, with it. Because I hate to have y'all waiting. And I really thought I had uploaded this, but I did, but I forgot to do the final cut. Is this it? That's it. For the ones like me that have not seen it. Y'all know I hate to be that's why I uploaded all the clips so I wouldn't have to just go on TikTok and be clicking on different things. Because I actually could do that too. Okay, so let's move them out the way. So we can look at the proposal. Let's see. Uh-oh, let me go all the way back.
Video. Are you kidding? Wow. That is so cute. No, what is it gonna say? She said yes. Yes. Woo! Imagine she said no.
Oh.
Wow.
That's really nice. Uh-oh. That's really nice. That's some good news for a change. Okay. Let's see if we're uploaded. Sometimes it go faster. Okay. This is what we'll do here. Let's speed up the process. I will go over to TikTok myself. And how do I not even have TikTok even open? Is this open on my phone? This is okay. Here we go. I've been getting some of my tea. I found me a new person that I like, Alley Cat, that's been dropping the videos, the court updates, and all of those things. Okay. They keep telling me it's going to be processed shortly. Woo. Okay. We'll start with this one. And then I'll just transition over to my video once it's uploaded. Because we can go faster this way with just letting the clips roll up. Share screen. Okay. I got my banner up. That's too small. Okay. Here's Tim. I think this is an AI video.
Is really out here trying to sue Akira for invasion of privacy because she found a video on his laptop that proved he was cheating. Yes. Can y'all believe this? So he's suing her for discovering his own affair.
Yeah,
Let's
really
talk about
cute.
it. So while they were still married and living together, Akira went into Tim's personal laptop, the same one that he claims was password protected. Okay. And on that laptop, she found video.
Well, wait a minute. To the married people in the chat, in the sounds of my voice, how, as a married couple, do we have personal items? Okay, it's marital property, baby. It ain't no this mine and this yours. Especially with something like a computer. Like, I would feel like even the kids can access the computer, depending on the age, of course. And he said it was password protected, but it wasn't.
Videos of Tim with Brenay. Now, instead of hiding it, Akira used those videos as evidence to prove that Tim was cheating during the marriage. She
As
filed a
she
civil
should.
case against Brenay, in which in North Carolina, it's completely legal if you're suing for alienation of affection or criminal conversation. Okay.
Okay.
So what did Tim's sassy self do next? He turned around and he sued Akira, saying she invaded his privacy, illegally accessed his computer, and misused his personal property. He's asking Akira for more than $30,000, claiming she embarrassed him, caused emotional distress.
Again, when do married couples have personal property that the other cannot access? I don't understand this. Like, sir, invading your privacy, baby. It's like my mama said back when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, child, a little young lady. You don't have no damn privacy up in my house. When we get privacy in the community home, the marital home, how does Tim have money to sue? You, baby, apparently all you gotta do is fill out the paperwork and go down there and turn it in. It's civil.
and violated his rights. The audacity.
Yeah, what's yours
You
is mine,
PONK.
do.
So basically, Tim is trying to say that Akira hacked him for finding his cheating videos while they were still husband and wife. So let's get into North Carolina's laws, because I like to stick to the law and what's actually going to go down and how it's actually going to go, right? So here's what the law says. Even though spouses have privacy rights, courts almost never treat something like this as unauthorized access when it happens inside of the marital when it happens inside of the marital home, okay? Especially if both people live there and the evidence was used in a legitimate case, which it has, okay? And that's exactly what Akira did. She didn't post the videos online or try to humiliate him publicly.
Right.
She used them in court.
It's not like she used it, illegally. In my opinion, she didn't do no revenge porn. She did, but she did it the legal way in the courts. But it's not like she came and uploaded the video to OnlyFans or anything. She just said, "This is news I could use."
So that exactly what happened. That's not malicious. That's proof. So yes, Tim can file the lawsuit all he wants, but is he going to win it? That's what we want to know. No, he's not.
No.
That's a whole different story. Because from the outside looking in, it doesn't sound like a man protecting his privacy. It sounds like a man trying to punish the woman who caught him. Akira didn't invade his privacy. She exposed his truth. And that truth just happened to be sitting on his own laptop, you big daddy.
In the house.
Tell me what y'all think.
In the home. Password not protected. Password unprotected. Okay, no two-step password process. It was just sitting there like, look at me. I got what you need. I got the evidence right here. That was dumb of him. He had got too comfortable. Okay, and that's why he is in the situation that he is in now. Akira moved very smart. Yes. Exactly, sis. How much money do you need to sue? You can go down there and fill out the paperwork yourself.
Is he the victim or not? We all know he's not.
Hell no, he's not the victim. Let me see what YouTube talking about. Oh God. We only moved up like 2%. Okay. On to the next. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. So let's talk about this one.
In this lawsuit or the trial date. In this lawsuit or the trial date.
Oh, they said
in this lawsuit or the trial date. In this lawsuit or the trial date. In this lawsuit or the trial date.
Something up with this one.
In this lawsuit or the trial.
Okay, well, I don't know what's up with that one. It says it's 2 minutes, but it's not working.
Y'all didn't tell me that Tim and Brenay colluded together and made up this elaborate story that they told to Akira. Something about Brenay and Devon had some stuff going on, and Brenay needed somewhere to stay. So Akira allowed Brenay to stay in the house with Tim and her children. And every time that Akira was leaving for work, that's when they was doing the Oochie Coochie. That's when she was twerking all on him in the house. Listen, I got Tim and Devon's lawsuit. Let's get into it. Devon took it back to 2019. He said that Tim told him that he slept with Karen, Brenay's sister Karen, while Akira was at home pregnant. And then all of a sudden, Tim started saying that he was going to be the manager for Brenay. And that way, Brenay and him needed to go on sales calls together because Brenay needed her sales manager to play with. Devon goes on to say that in 2021, Tim laid his ass next to Brenay in a compromising position. He then found out about the whole Brenay twerking on Tim in the bathroom situation. Alongside of, he saw a video of them doing God knows what inside of Tim's home. So that means if he got that video and it's inside of Tim's home, then he got that video from Akira.
My thing is, why are we creating evidence? I'm not understanding. If you guys did not want to be with your spouses, why not just go ahead and file for divorce? Why all these childish ass games? I do understand that they're younger, they're in their 20s, but they know right from wrong and they know danger at this point. But it seems as if Brenay and Tim don't give a F. What the hell happened with them? They like living life on the damn edge for me. I guess that's why they got married on September 11th. Not to mention, he was doing videos talking about how folks mad because I moved on and didn't want to be with Akira anymore. So how are you humiliated? Well, he said that Akira found the corn, okay? And he's humiliated allegedly because she has, added this to her lawsuit against his mistress. These videos will be shown in court. Okay, they've been documented in court. So that would be a little embarrassing, but you bought it on yourself. Lord have mercy.
Devon also says that Tim and Brenay goes on and starts sending each other all kind of Gretz videos and Gretchual text messages. And basically he is kind of heartbroken and embarrassed that his own cousin would do this to him, especially after like confiding in him about relationship stuff, and personal things about what his wife likes. He sums this up by saying that he is embarrassed. He says that Tim is going around people that they both know, friends and family, to humiliate him, bringing Brenay around, boasting about the relationship. He says that he is seeking therapy at this time. He can prove that they're in a relationship, first off, because they're blasting it all over social media, where Brenay has millions of followers on TikTok, and she has a big following on Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat as well. He also mentions the fact that Tim has a garage opener to the single car garage at the townhouse that Brenay is at. He said that Tim has moved in his children's bunk beds, that Tim has moved in his game system. I know he pissed off about that game system. When a man moved his game system in, he locked in for real. I know he pissed off about that game. But y'all, it's a lot going on with this. I know a lot of folks have jokes about it. A lot of folks have whatever kind of feelings they want to have about this situation.
I'm going to pause her right here. Girl, these dumb, yes, jackasses are filming themselves unaliving one another. This generation don't care. Them stupid. Girl, they don't need co-conspirators anymore, as we've said before. They provide their own documentation and information to what? Send themselves to jail. I ain't never seen nothing like this before, but again, I did not grow up in the information era, so I can't really compare. I'm growing up in the 70s and the 80s, so it's definitely not the same. Okay, we had the Rolodex phones, okay, pay phones, not cell phones. This is crazy. This is weird.com. And I just do not understand it. It's just like it would have been less of a hassle financially, emotionally, if they would have just divorced their spouses and gotten together. All these shenanigans and games and having sex in the next room while your wife pregnant, or your husband is in the other room, allegedly cousin. It's weird.
Brenay and Devon have a court hearing on June 30th, and this is for alimony and spousal support. Now, I'm expecting new documents to be filed probably by Monday. The reason being is there is a video being floated around where Brenay has went shopping for Tim, and she's showing off all the things she has purchased. Tim is walking around carrying all of his gifts, grinning like a chess cat, and then she shows the receipt. Under the comments of that video, their attorney is asking for a copy of that video to be sent to her. So this is about to be used against
Another receipt.
y'all in court, because in the court documents that Devon has for this,
And look at the video. Baby, he up.
this
Oh, it
hearing on
ain't clicking
Monday,
if you
it
got it.
states that you be spending money
Baby, he got the arm. His arms are full.
on Tim. You be buying him stuff and you're taking care of him. And you're saying that you don't have all this extra money to be paying spousal support and alimony. But now they have videos of you right before your court hearing spending more money on Tim. At this point, girl, get your attorney. Let's wrap it up. You just told the judge that you can't afford an attorney. Let's go ahead and get that attorney. Let's go ahead and get these cases taken care of. So this is not going on for 2 more years where they're just piling on evidence, because you do not want to be the textbook case for when people talk about people who got sued and lost the lawsuit for cheating with somebody else's spouse, allegedly. Y'all, soon as
It's allegedly for me. I'm like, this is a lie. I see you, Miss E. My video. I feel like they being messy because they know I really need it. Well, I really want it, but where there's a will, there's a way. This is a lie. I would be ashamed if these were my kids. Like, baby, we gotta have an intervention. This right here got to stop. It's too messy, too much business out here on social media. Everybody's being affected by this drama. Like, come on now. What we doing? And personally, as a mom, like, this is not ladylike at all. But hey, it sounds like the family is in with the shits along with them. I'm looking for this other video that I thought was hilarious. They said they went to Dave and Buster for their honeymoon. I was like, how damn messy. Talking about some damn Dave and Buster. And of course, they said your girl had to pay for it. I'm like, come on, sis. You really left one situation where you claimed you was the man, you wore the pants, to another situation that's very similar. But this time he got kids. He coming with baggage and no job.
y'all, Tim and Brenay went and got married on 9/11. Y'all, Tim and Brenay went and got married on 9/11. Like, that date is not known for enough disaster. Now, before we even go any further, shout out to Reddit. The devil be working hard, but Reddit be working harder. Now, this is the post that was posted on Reddit a few hours ago. This is the original person who posted it handle, and this is the Reddit name handle. So if you want to go and check that out, check that out. They do post a lot of good content over there. However, I'm looking at this marriage license here. Now it's showing that they got married on September the 11th. Looked like this was a courthouse wedding, and Imani Montague was the person that was the witness for.
Not September 11th, baby. We have enough of destruction that's already associated with a bad day for the United States. Why would y'all pick this date, y'all? Well, she gonna tell you what she thinks, and I kind of agree with her. They need to practice self-control. They at first, without thinking about the consequences. Brenay, baby, go pay them people. You wrong. She is a real life trick. Water. They record everything. They married, so they don't have to testify against each other. Well, baby, yes, they do, and they have. That only applies if the actual spouse uses that law or rule and it pertains, but it's not like oh, we're married, so you don't know. Married people testify against each other all the time, but they have testified in these cases, okay? And we gonna get into it. If they don't upload my other video, we'll just go to that because that one is actually uploaded.
This ceremony. Now, this is what's interesting to me. She got married on 9/11, but she was arrested on 9/9. So literally 2 days out, you get married. And on top of that, now they're about to make a ruling in this child support. I wonder, does Brenay income have to be applied in this case since they are now married? And because they are now married, if it's not applied to it, can Akira ask for an increase due to his spouse's income? Now, I have a friend, she probably gonna see this video.
No, I'm not sure of the law there in North Kakalaki, but here, no, you can't use your spouse's income. But if they file them taxes, joint taxes, you can get them coins. You can get them coins.
She was having to pay some child support because of her husband and other kids. So listen, this is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. I think they did not think this all the way through because your income as a spouse applies to your husband when they go through child support court. I don't know. As soon as I have some more information, I will let you all know. Y'all,
I think she's wrong in that, but I'm not familiar with North Carolina laws when it comes to the income for child support. But here in the Florida, it does not work like that. She was arrested for cyberbullying. Akira got a protection order against Brenay, and Brenay just carried on like she didn't have one, right? Going on social media, talking about Akira, and so forth. And it's in the video that we did before this one. So Kira just called down to them popos and told them to pick her up because she is using social media to circumvent the restraining order. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Because I'm scrolling looking for another video. They've all been in and out of jail due to this infidelity, this cheating, this backstabbing situation. That's why I said it's not worth it. Like, come on now. Like all this money that y'all are paying in legal fees is crazy work to me when all y'all had to do, in my opinion, was just divorce your spouses and move on together. It made no sense.
Devon is officially a free man, y'all. His divorce with Brenay. Devon is officially a free man, y'all. His divorce with Brenay has been finalized as of today. Somebody asked Devon when he gonna be single again, and he say
August.
But seriously though, it is almost over. This saga almost is about to be at the finish line. However, they do still have some court dates coming up. So on this month, on August 6th, he will be going back to court with her for their initial pretrial conference. Then on August the 25th, they will have their final pretrial conference. Now, September 2nd, they're going to have to go back to court, and this is going to be for their equitable distribution. And then on September 24th, they're going to be having like a temporary hearing, and this is going to be for post-separation support. So this is where the money comes in. This is when we're going to find out what each party is going to walk away with, if she's going to have to pay anything to him monthly, possibly, maybe alimony. All of these things are going to come up. So we have about another month or two to deal with all of this stuff when it comes.
Sure. So that was when Brenay and Devon got divorced. Okay. I'm trying to find the one where Devon sued Tim for the same thing, alienation of affection. But he only sued him for 30,000. He didn't go for the 2.5 million like Akira. This has been going on for a few years. I'm like, dang, where have I been? Thank you,
Now,
Shan.
Devin, when do you plan on getting out this lawsuit with Tim? Talk to me now. Come on, talk to me. I'll talk back. Because from what everybody's saying is the only money that Tim allegedly has is the allowance that he gets from Brenay. And if Akira take all of that, then what's gonna be left for Devin to get? He might even lose his allowance. Like, I'm confused.
Where is the mindless soldier?
Y'all, everybody has been saying, why is Tim not being held accountable? Why is everybody so hard on Brenay? And nobody ever says anything about Tim. Well, there has always been a lawsuit filed against Tim. Devin Ben filed this lawsuit. This is not anything new. What it is that it has not had any motion until today. We finally got some movement, and they filed a status hearing set for September the 18th. Now, this is where they're going to come and basically just check bases to see where they are with this case and how they plan on moving forward, or if they are going to move forward. At this point, it's kind of up in the air. So we'll find out more information against the lawsuit from Devin to Tim on that date. And as soon as I have more information, I will let y'all know. But
thank y'all for jumping in and discussing the child support part. I know here we can't, and you know, but we don't have this alienation, you know, of affection, you know, law here either. So that's why I didn't want to speak, you know, on anything that I didn't know for sure. Well, girl, let me see if what the status is on my video. I feel like YouTube being messy, but that's okay. That's okay. I just hate. I feel like this take up a lot of time, but I'm showing the videos that I uploaded, so I won't cry too much, whine about it. Okay, let me find a part where
the judges filed an inactive order in Tim and Devin's case. And this is why this is weird to me. Because why wait until after Tim was served to file this when you could have filed this a month ago when you had the actual hearing? Now, we know they had the status hearing back on September the 18th. And Devin attorney was present on his behalf. However, the judge decided to still move the case into an inactive status. The judge is stating that neither party actively prosecuted or defended in this case. So the case has been marked as inactive, removed from the docket, and has been placed as a closed file until ordered otherwise. Now, this is done without prejudice. So that means that it can still be reopened by either side. We know Tim is not about to reopen this case against him, but if Devin decides he wants to go forward with this, he can go ahead and do that. All they would need to do is file a motion to reactivate this case, as well as submit a proposed order to reactivate this case. So at this point, we have to just kind of sit back and see what Devin decides to do. Now, as soon as I have some more information regarding this or more documents upload, I will let you all.
So, as we see, the order pretty much is inactive right now. So Devon is not getting any money. At this time, okay? Unless the case is reopened. But he may feel like he's getting his revenge through Akira. Because Akira doing enough for the both of them. In my opinion, shit, she letting it rip. Her and her attorney Robin, they doing their big one.
Tim and
Oh,
Akira were released from jail today. Now, on Friday, they did have their sentencing hearing, which caused a lot of confusion because on
this is the one we were talking about on yesterday, and I told you I was going to upload some clear clips. She's going to go over them.
The portal, it showed that Akira had a not guilty beside her charges. However, she was still in custody and we couldn't figure out why. Well, later on in the day, they did upload more things to the portal. So right here, you can see this is Tim's information. You can see his name and you can see that he is now out of custody. But if you look here on the portal, it shows that Tim had multiple contempts that they were considering. One he was found not guilty of, and the other just says order for criminal contempt, basically meaning a guilty. So it looks like the judge sentenced him to 2 days or maybe 48 hours in jail because they went in around 1 or 2 on Friday and they got out around 1 p.m. on today. Now here is Akira's information and it says the same thing. You can see where she is out of custody, and you can now see that on the portal, it now has a not guilty as well as an order for criminal contempt. Now, I am so glad that Akira is out of this situation. However, I really do hope that something can happen to where this could possibly be removed off of her record. I'm not really sure if that's possible because with criminal contempt charges, this can show up on your criminal background checks. I don't know. Let's just hope for the best. It looks like they will not be posting no more documents regarding this case because I can't find any documents even from the past. As soon as I have some more information, I will let y'all know.
I like how she gives her report short, sweet, reference the documents. She a win-win for me. Okay. So that one kind of clear up the discussion we had on yesterday in regards to both of them being held in contempt. Kira seemed to be let go with a not guilty on one of her contempts. And Tim seemed to have had to, sit there for 48 hours and do his time. That was a little piece that we didn't have on yesterday. I'm looking for some more tea about Tim. I was looking at her videos. I ain't gonna say. I'm like, sis, she be jumping in here. She referenced her document, said she get up off of here. I like that though, but I like her style. But I'm looking for this one. Here she go right here with the same outfits on. Let me check the status of my video. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all! It's like down to 2 minutes, and I feel like they're gonna them 2 minutes gonna turn into a damn hour. It's disrespectful. At least let me look at the chat while I'm scrolling. All right, Miss E speaking.
Tim was originally sentenced to 30 days in jail for his contempt charges, but it had nothing to do with the argument within the court. Now, he still could be facing that time if he does not follow all of the judge's rulings. However, I do see that Tim and Brenay decided not to do a first day out wrap and instead go to TJ Maxx. But it looks like they should have saved their money because now he has a lot of fees and fines that he has to pay. So Tim is now on 6 months of unsupervised probation, amongst other things. And the reason why he violated this order and got the contempt charges in the first place is because it says that he willfully and without legal justification violated a previous custody order. Now, I don't know where the rumor came from about the argument in court, but I never had heard any information about it. And that's why I really didn't speak on it. On top of that, Tim has to pay $250 in court fines. He also has to pay
See, this what I'm saying. This ninja don't work. Okay, all this money that they're spending, back and forth in all these different court hearings, this could be going to the kids.
$500 in attorney
Damn.
fees. He has to go and get a mental health evaluation. He has to take parenting classes. And if he does not do all of these things, he will return to jail and do those full 30 days. There hasn't been any information as of yet uploaded for Akira because it looks like Tim was the one that violated the orders because he now has to pay her attorney fees. So I am not sure why she was in jail in the first place. As soon as I have some more information, I will let y'all know. Tim was originally sentenced to 30 days in.
Okay, so that kind of wraps up the contempt of court and who was arrested and who had to pay the fines. And pretty much it was Tim. So maybe Akira, once she get everything squared away with Brenay, she can go ahead and work on getting those expunged from her record or removed legally, from her, where you can't look it up and it won't hurt her employment. Oh, she don't got no title on this one. I like her little twist out, like Elle said, be wearing hers. It's cute.
Brenay has now purchased a house and a car while in the middle of a $2 million alienation of affection lawsuit. Like, this does not make sense to me at all. Now, shout out to 901 Global, who recognized that the address did change on these forms and that this house was listed under Brenay's name. Now, first, before we get into any of this, who did this? Who posted this name when you search this house? So that means somebody else that found this information.
Okay, it say Brenay the Bison. Okay.
Too, because y'all to put this as the name of the house when you go and search the address.
Shirley,
but y'all, this is why it does not make sense. She released her attorney saying that she could not afford her attorney. She's supposed to be appealing to not have that amount of money for $2 million to pay Akira, but you done bought a house that's worth between $300,000 and $400,000. On top of that, you've gotten a car. On top of that, y'all keep going to Dave and Buster's and doing all the rest of that stuff. The judge is going to see this. They're going to be able to see all of this information. And if Brenay loses this lawsuit, they could possibly put a lien on this house. Now, on top of that, North Carolina really doesn't play when it comes to this. In 2017, an NFL player.
I'm going to stop it right there because this is really about them. Note to self, do not mess with no man. Okay, there we go. Do not mess with a man from North Carolina. What other states honor this law? Because I need to stay clear of them, just in case he lying and I can't find the document saying that he married, honey. I want to stay clear. You say you from South Carolina, I'm gonna run the other way. Do we know what other states honor this? I know we don't here in Florida. I'm scared. $12 of them. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait a minute. Did
I just know Brenay is not trying to get this case dismissed, y'all. Brenay has filed 2 new motions an hour and a half before she was set to appear in court today for her hearing. Now, they did not upload the documents that went with these motions as of yet. I will come back and update you all, as well as I'll update y'all with what happens at the hearing on today. The hearing on today is for the motion to compel, basically trying to make her turn this information in. Now, she has filed a motion to dismiss and a motion to suppress. If I was the judge, I would literally bust out laughing in her face.
No.
The motion to suppress, you're asking to suppress evidence that the judge was the one that allowed in. When Robin asked for this information, it was a year ago. The judge saw that and saw that you had not turned it in and said, you know what, I'm going to compel you to turn this information in. And on top of that, I'm going to sanction you. So you got sanctioned and compelled to do it, and you still haven't done it, to the point where we're now at another motion to compel again today. Now, the motion to dismiss could be for two separate things. It could be for the entire case, or it could be for one separate instance within the case. We just have to wait for the documentation.
Miss E, I'm saying just in case they're not honest with me and I can't find out if they're married or not. You know, that's the only reason. I ain't got time for nobody else, man. So they only have one income, social media influencers, money below. So maybe she got it. It's about 12 of them. Oh, Lord. Is Georgia one? Because that's the next state, you know, to me.
To find out which one it is. However, I don't see a judge dismissing this. You have to have some kind of legal grounding for dismissal, and you don't. Y'all, this is going to be a hot mess. Brenay, whoever is helping you really ain't helping you. Tell them to stop, please. Soon as I have some more information.
They say it's Chat GPT that's helping Brenay. Because basically what's happening, y'all know they have the lawsuit. They're getting closer to going to court. And Brenay is representing herself. She's her own attorney. She's saying that she does not have the finances to afford to hire an attorney, so she's going to represent herself. Now, while she's representing herself and saying that her finances are not, you know, enough, you know, to hire an attorney, she also does not have, you know, enough money to, you know, pay for her defense. So she wants to have this ruling removed where they could have access to her financial records. Okay. That's basically what she's trying to do. But it sounds like the judge told her already that it's a no to the no. You have to provide your financial records. And she keeps filing all these. Okay. And she keeps filing all these motions to try to get it thrown out. And the judge is going to get mad at her because she is playing on their top. He may have to find her a public pretender, somebody that would take on her case for free 99. I don't know. Because Brenay is just filing, as you know, the young lady stated, Alley Cat stated. She's just filing all these motions, even if they've been denied with or without prejudice. She is just filing them, honey. Chat GPT is giving her life over there. She like Cynthia. She think that Chat GPT is the be all end all. But we learned with one of those lawsuits in regards to in the Diddy's case that it's kind of illegal to use Chat GPT. And you need to fact check Chat GPT as well.
Filed a motion to quash. Not going to hold you, but it looks like she did it on the Word document app on her phone and sent it in. But here we are. Now remember, Brenay is pro se, meaning that she is representing herself for this case. Now the motion to quash is regarding the subpoena that was sent out on yesterday to the credit union.
Okay.
Quash meaning to nullify or cancel it, basically saying Brenay is asking the judge to cancel out the subpoena to not allow Akira and her attorney to have access to her financial documents. Now the subpoena on yesterday was for financial documents from January 2022 up until today. Now, Brenay reasoning for it, she said that she was not properly served. She says that this is irrelevant, is unreasonable, and that it is an invasion of her privacy. She also states that she already sent over this information when she was sending out those interrogatories. Here's my issue with that. If she sent out these same exact documents, then what is the difference from the bank providing the documents to Akira'S attorneys? That makes me feel like she either left some documents out or it's something that she is hiding, possibly another account. Now, I also want to know if she turned in all of the ways that she receives payments, because just because you have a bank account here does not mean that's where your payments are going to. For instance, at my job, I can get my...
Okay. She pretty much saying that Brenay is trying to hide her financial information. She does not want the court to know, especially Akira, to know how much money how much revenue she's bringing in from these social media platforms. It looks like she banked at State Employees Credit Union, okay, over there in North Kakalaki. And she may have turned over the finances for this financial institution, but do you have more than one banking institution? Okay, and we're about to learn a little bit more about how TikTokers, okay, receive their revenue. Here on YouTube, we set up our own banking information. We're not forced to use one pay entity.
Check sent to any debit card that I want to. It does not have to be an actual bank account. Well, as soon as we have,
it could be a chime card. It could be a chime card, a rush card, you know, the ones we say Ernesto was using. We almost getting close to court.
I just know Brenay is not trying to get this case dismissed, y'all. Brenay has filed 2 new motions an hour and a half before she was set to appear in court today for her hearing. Now, they did not upload the documents that went with these motions as of yet. I will come back and update you all, as well as I'll update y'all with what happens at the hearing on today. The hearing on today is for the motion to compel, basically trying to make her turn this information in. Now, she has filed a motion to dismiss and a motion to suppress. If I was the judge, I would literally bust out laughing in her face. The motion to suppress, you're asking to suppress evidence that the judge was the one that allowed in. When Robin asked for this information, it was a year ago. The judge saw that and saw that you had not turned it in and said, you know what, I'm going to compel you to turn this information in. And on top of that, I'm going to sanction you. So you got sanctioned and compelled to do it, and you still haven't done it, to the point where we're now at another motion to compel again today. Now, the motion to dismiss could be for 2 separate things. It could be for the entire case, or it could be for one separate instance within the case. We just have to wait for the documentation to find out which one it is. However, I don't see a judge dismissing this. You have to have some kind of legal grounding for dismissal, and you don't.
Case law. Okay, we done learned this through Ernesto's case.
Y'all, this is going to be a hot mess. Brenay, whoever is helping you really ain't helping you. Tell them to stop, please. Soon as I have some more information.
Okay, it definitely is a contract. Okay, for better or worse, sickness and health, to unalive and do us part. Girl. So y'all know we making our way up to actual court, okay? Because she said she had filed this motion, you know, days before they are to, you know, be in court for the court hearing where they're going to pick the jury, because they had a jury trial, y'all, where they're having, because it's going on now, they're having a jury trial. And baby, it's like the wild, wild west up there. I just couldn't imagine going through all this for a man. I just can't see it. He has nothing to offer her, and he's letting her, you know, fight these battles out in court, and he not the one being stuck with everything. That's crazy to me. She's the one that having to pick up the financial load.
Notice of deposition has been filed in Brenay and Akira'S case. Now, Brenay has to show up for this deposition on October the 27th at 3 p.m. The trial is actually supposed to start on November the 4th. So basically with the deposition, they're going to sit her down and ask her all the questions that they need the answers to To prepare for this case, now we already know that Brenay was served with multiple sets of interrogatories where she either didn't turn them in at all or she did not answer all the questions and left things blank, didn't answer truthfully. Well, they get to ask her all of this stuff under oath. So all of this will go on the record. And at this point, I want to know what questions are going to be asked. Are they going to ask about the mice? Are they going to ask about Tim and Corinne? Are they going to ask about all the stuff that she planned and plotted to do while knowing that Akira and Tim were still legally married? Y'all, at this point, Robin, if you need to hire somebody to be...
Robin is Akira'S attorney. She finna volunteer her services. Like, girl, she said, I'll come work for you for free 99 if you just need me. Okay, she can use your videos, okay, at this point, because they're very, very short to the point in citing whatever the legal, source is, okay?
Akira... Her attorney said Brenay can't be asking to quash nothing because she still ain't did what she was supposed to do on her end. Now, Ms. Robin has filed a response to Brenay's motion to quash. And on this response, she says, on May 30th, 2025, you put an order in compelling discovery and you also entered in.
And when Brenay put in this motion to squash, she actually spelled it. If you can see, I don't know if y'all watching it on your TV or y'all can zoom in on your devices. She actually spelled squash. Y'all see it right here? Instead of quash. I don't know. Did ChatGPT tell her that? Girl, we know you be over there doing the mukbangs, but we ain't talking about food.
Sanctions. However, Brenay is still blatantly violating a standing court order and willfully refusing to comply. Now, Brenay was supposed to turn over a certain amount of information, bank statements back from January 2023 up until now. She was asking for text messages from that date up until now. However, Brenay only turned in bank statements from May 2024 to May 2025. When it comes to the years of text messages, she only submitted 5 days worth of text messages, y'all. She was supposed to turn in all of her social media information, like what social media apps were paying her, the bank statements from those payments. She was supposed to turn in her brand deals, her loan statements, her credit card statements, and she has not done any of that. The only thing that she has turned in remotely is a tax return when it comes to the request number 10. Now, all of this stuff was basically asked for the first set of interrogatories. So Brenay has had over a year to produce this information. They also say with the first set of interrogatories, Brenay still has not submitted appropriate answers or documents, and that she is basically trying to delay compliance and obstruct discovery. They also remind the judge that it has gotten so bad that they have now filed a second motion to compel, which is going to be heard next week on October the 27th, which Brenay could be facing even more sanctions. Y'all, as soon as I have some more information, I will let you all know. Akira and her...
Miss E said, I'm really trying to zoom in, baby. She was hungry. That baby like to eat over there, child. All the mukbangs going straight to the tatas. My Lord. The judge has spoken, and he said, denied.
All of Brenay's motions have been denied. All of them. Y'all, at this point, Brenay has to get off of ChatGPT and call either the Lincoln lawyer or Annalise Keating or somebody.
What? And not Annalise. How to get away with unaliving Annalise?
Because they say that she is embarrassing herself so bad that they're starting to feel sorry for her. Now, this video, we're going to break down all the motions that they discussed today. So the motion to quash. The motion to quash was about her bank statements. So Brenay is saying that she went to the bank, she got a copy of these records, and she turned them over to Robin. But Robin said Brenay only got certain dates, and those certain dates even had stuff whited out. So that motion was quashed, and Robin now has all of the documents for Brenay's bank account that she requested. Now, the next motion was the motion to suppress. This is about the video that was of Brenay that was found on Tim's laptop. Now, this is not only going to help Akira with this trial, but this is going to help her with that lawsuit that Tim has against her as well. So basically, Brenay gets up there saying that Akira stole the laptop, was not supposed to be on it, not supposed to be using it. And when she found the video, she was holding the video over Brenay and Tim's head for months. Now, Brenay is saying that Tim and Akira had already been separated. However, it was Robin, and I'm guessing it was Robin's assistant or maybe just another attorney. But the other person got up and was like, they had this information for over a year. Yet they waited to 7 days before the trial started to even bring up this issue. And then Robin got up and added on to that, said, hey, Akira paid 50-50 on that laptop. So that laptop is partially hers, which means she has every right and full access, just like Tim does. That was a family laptop. Brenay then started saying that this is all about money, that Akira is just trying to get money out of this situation and embarrass her. Look at all these people here. She then even brings up Akira's accident, saying that Akira told them if they didn't bring those kids back, that she was going to do whatever. I guess she was trying to insinuate this lawsuit is because they took the kids from the hospital, which is insane. Y'all, it's just a big mess at this point. She even brings up them all being friends and how they used to vent to her and that she was their mediator. And I don't think that she realizes that makes it sound even worse, the fact that she was giving advice to this couple and then she turned around and started sleeping with the husband while he was still married. Y'all, as soon as I have some more updates.
Woo, that kind of sums it up. Okay, like, woo. I ain't even got no follow-up. Not on that one. I'm sure I will have, something to say that later on. Baby, y'all see Miss Robin in that walk. She ain't
so
playing.
Akira was still on the witness stand, and Tim and Brenay's mama get up and walk out. Well, shortly after that, Tim's mama and Akira's aunt walks out. All of a sudden, you can hear yelling and you can hear a whole bunch of thumping noises. Now, the officers did come back inside of the courtroom and get their belongings. So at this point, I don't know if they got arrested or if they just have been escorted out and are not going to be allowed back in. Now, this testimony that Akira was given really got people upset, seems like, because Brenay had been talking about her own family to Akira. So she was basically telling Akira that she wanted to be around them more because she did not like being around her own family. She said that Corinne was considered the prettier twin and she didn't want to be around her. She called Kayla Spike, substitute the SP, add a D. She did not get along with her brother, and she said her mama was like this super Christian, and she really didn't want to be around them because they all were after her money. They then talked about when Brenay started to stay with Tim and Akira. Basically, Brenay said that Devon was beating on her, and Akira said that she now knows that that was all a lie. However, Tim was really pushing for Brenay to stay because of Devon's so-called behavior. She said she went ahead and allowed it. She let Tim take the lead. But as the time went on, she started to feel uncomfortable by Brenay being there, and she told Tim about it. She said that anytime her and Tim would be sitting together or doing something together, Brenay would always try to find a way to include herself or edge Akira out of the way. She said some nights she would go to bed around 8 p.m. and wake up around 11, and Tim would not be in the bedroom with her. He would be in the den with the door closed with Brenay.
See, this is what I'm saying. I don't understand this. I just can't fathom this happening to me at any age. And I'm just laying there going with the flow, baby. Oh, hell to the no.
So she said it got to a point where Tim just kept gaslighting her, telling her she was overreacting, and she didn't have anybody she could talk to about it. So she started to get piercings. That was her way to deal with stuff. So she ended up seeing her mom and her grandma, and they asked her why she had so many piercings. I think she may have had between 6 and 8 piercings, and I think most of them were in her face. And she went ahead and broke down and just told them everything that was going on. And they were like, oh, hell no, we finna get this handled now. So the grandma ends up popping up over there one day. So she's banging on the door. Her and Brenay began to have words because she said the den was filthy. There were chips bags everywhere, drink bottles everywhere. There was blankets around. It was just nasty. And she told Brenay, I don't know where you're going to go, but you just got to go. You can't be here. And Brenay told her, I don't got to go nowhere. Tim wants me here. and they began to get into it, and Brenay pushed Akira'S grandmother. So at this point, the brother started calling people, and the whole family starts to pop up.
We would have stomped Big Nay out, baby. You put your hands on my grandmother? Oh no, baby. It's finna be what we say. Furniture moving and flour bringing.
Over there. And at this time, they tell Tim, like, hey, you even got to go. Tim then gets in the car that Akira is paying for, him and Brenay, and they left together. The judge is making...
well, they might as well have stayed their ass over there in the damn den, because they went and got in the car that Akira is paying for and left together. Where was Big Nay car? What the hell? Report your car stolen. Call the popo.
Making stricter rules at this point because of the whole altercation. So the person who was reported back to me only had a few minutes to give me that information. Soon as I have some more, I will let you all know. They got to
okay, they went to tussling in court. Now we in court. Okay. Let me switch to my video. Because all this clicking getting on my nerves. Baby, heavy on the flour. Bring it. Go ahead and get your rest in peace t-shirts, okay? Go ahead and get your liquor to pour out. Go ahead and do whatever it is that you got to do. Because when you put hands on Granny, baby, it's time to get... It's time to roll them sleeves up, baby. Put the Vaseline on. Get the Timberlands out. If you wear your Timberland boots, baby, you know I'm in the South. I'm country. We going barefooted, baby. Okay? We'll deal with whatever afterwards. Here's Akira flexing on them, baby. I'm just saying. And on my video, y'all know there are parts that are muted due to music. Here's those better screenshots from Akira and Tim being arrested, held in court on contempt. Here's just a screenshot of talking about the probation. She's already went over a little bit of that. Look at them when they was besties. When she didn't know that she was sleeping with her man. Brenay and Akira giving face and body. Oh, is that the walk? Is that the walk we talking about? Is this the, let me see you walk, 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 walk. We're officially in court now. We've already heard, a little something from Alley Cat, but we in court now on the front porch, baby. It's about to go down. And there's music playing, so I had to mute it. Oh, you see? Now, y'all, this is what I meant about the bloggers, the subscribers being boots on the ground. This is right outside the courtroom. I like those shoes. This is right outside the courtroom, baby. They are boots on the ground. They doing their big ones. They showing up and showing out. They calling names. Baby, they doing everything but toe tagging. Oh. It's the baby blue for me. Everybody looking. Kara, do your big one. She said, y'all here for me? I heard y'all was looking for me. Here I go.
So a juror in the Brenay and Tim case stood up and said she couldn't take it anymore after watching the explicit video Brenay sent to Tim. She said she couldn't be fair, couldn't be impartial, and walked out. That's how raunchy the evidence was. Akira, Tim's wife, was still on the stand when the video played. It showed Brenay lying on the floor in Akira's house, yes, her house, saying things no juror wanted to hear. She bragged about what they'd just done and even promised him the world, the moon, and the stars. Akira said she got physically sick when she saw it, faint, sweaty, shaking, and sent it straight to Tim demanding answers. But that wasn't the only bombshell. Text messages show Tim sending Brenay pictures of Akira's pedicure, telling her to copy the style. So all that Brenay trying to be Akira stuff, true. And the jury heard about the kid.
Big facts. I wish a ninja would. I'm already done, risk my marriage, my freedom, in my life over here creeping with you, okay? Because I feel like she was playing a dangerous games, okay? And now you done took it up a notch and sending me photos of your wife and saying, get your hair done like her, get your nails done like her, get your toes done like her, put on this outfit like her. Ninja, I'm not her. If you want to be with her, you need to be with her, because I'm not going to be a plus size, tits to the thighs copycat of your wife.
Kids. 2, apparently Tim's been forcing them to call Brenay mommy. These kids are confused and heartbroken while their parents' mess plays out on a public stage. Akira'S family had to stage an intervention to get her to leave Tim because she believed every lie he told. But now, between the texts, the video, and Devon confirming everything, the truth is out. Tim wasn't just cheating with Brenay, he allegedly hooked up with another woman too. The next video evidence drops tomorrow, and nobody knows what's on it yet. But if today made a juror walk out, tomorrow's gonna be y'all, court today was straight up chaos.
They got Nancy trying to sound ghetto. Well, y'all heard it, okay? The evidence that Akira got off of the community family laptop was brought into court. Brenay tried to, get it thrown out, because again, Brenay is her attorney. So Brenay is cross-examining Akira, okay? Make sure you get that in your mind, because you're going to hear something else about that, coming up. Okay? Brenay is representing herself. She is her attorney, and she will be cross-examining Akira and all Akira witnesses, okay? ChatGPT doing a big one with Big Nay, okay? So, the evidence from the laptop, the community family property, was brought up in court, according to Nancy Joel, and Big Nay was trying to get it thrown out, okay? But of course, it didn't happen. Also, take it back to Brandon. Brandon provided information, visuals, audios from his residence where he lived with Brenay to help strengthen Akira'S lawsuit, okay? And that also was presented in court. And Big Nay said, y'all trying to embarrass me on social media. Y'all money hungry. No, baby, you playing with somebody else's husband, and this is the repercussions.
Akira is on the witness stand, and Brenay is doing the cross-examination.
Y'all see her, Big Nay. What?
Herself, which was mistake number 1. It got so bad the judge literally had to call a 5-minute break just so Brenay could get herself together. Spoiler.
She want to be an attorney? Let her. It ain't no breaks. So far, we've had a juror just walk out of the goddamn jury booth saying, I can't do it. They only pay me $10 a day from my job. I can't do it. Get somebody else to damn do it. Now we got Big Nay can't handle the truth. It's hot up in that kitchen. And so they had to call a break so she could get herself together, because she wasn't ready for the truth, baby. I told her if they do it with you, they'll do it to you. And she fucked around and found out.
She didn't. Now, Brenay brought in evidence.
They are sneaking these short videos and pictures you're not supposed to record in court. But like I told y'all, the Ernesto bloggers ain't got nothing on these, baby. They don't give a damn.
Screenshots of Akira'S old social posts, even the lawsuit itself. Like, girl, you can't use the lawsuit as your own evidence. She's asking Akira random questions like, what kind of men do you like? And everyone in the courtroom is just staring like, what does this have to do with anything? Then came the low blow. Brenay actually asked Akira about her miscarriage. The whole room went silent. Akira took a breath and explained what happened, and then said, that's something you'll never understand because you don't have kids. kids. You could feel that line hit the room like a brick. When asked what she's suing for, Akira said around $2 million, not for luxury, but to rebuild her life. She said her son's been acting out, her daughter cries more, they're both in therapy, and she just wants stability after everything Brenay and Tim put her through. Meanwhile, Brenay's over there talking about, you said you were the breadwinner, and did he really provide? Like, girl, this is not a podcast. This is court. He didn't just catch them. He heard everything, even the part where they asked a child to bring the wipes. In court today, Devon took the stand and dropped a bomb that left jurors shaking their heads. He testified that his ex-wife Brenay and his cousin Tim were doing the oochie coochie in his own house multiple times, sometimes with Akira'S little boy right there in the home. Devon said he heard them at least 4 times. One night after they finished, they called the kid to the room for wipes. The courtroom gasped. Akira burst into tears. Even jurors were crying. Her mom and grandmother wiped their faces, unable to look away. The therapist testified that Akira's mental health had spiraled from sadness to full-blown anxiety, triggered by seeing restaurants and places she once went with Tim and Brenay. Then Brenay tried to twist the notes, accusing Akira of being violent. The therapist pushed back. She was hurt, not hateful. By the time Devon finished, the picture was clear. While Akira was...
Listen, Miss E say, stop it, and hey, let's talk about it all. Boo. Say, oh, hell to the no. I don't know why it ain't no battle wounds, baby, because I'm sorry. I see blood, okay? I see dead people.
Raising kids and trying to heal, Tim and Brenay were turning a family into a scandal. Weapons, rumors, lies. This trial has everything. And when Devon said it's not allegedly, I heard y'all, the whole courtroom froze. So Brenay just told the court she never slept with Akira's husband, but the courtroom heard the moans, the texts, and the truth. Brenay is still on the witness stand, defending herself pro se. When prosecutor Robert asked if she believed everything Tim told her,
if I had to be up in this damn courtroom and I was a juror and I had to look at Brenay's body, I'd quit too. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to body shame nobody, but I couldn't do it.
She said, yes, that's my man. Robert shot back. Even the text he sent to Akira saying how much he enjoyed her wet coochie cat, the courtroom gasped. Brenay tried to keep her story straight, saying she and Akira were still cool after apologizing, that she was under the influence that night, and that she had no bad intentions. But Robert came with receipts, texts subpoenaed from Apple, videos, and even a lease showing Tim listed.
Nancy is saying Robert, but it's Robin. Her attorney name is Robin.
As Brenay's emergency contact. Robert pressed harder. Why would my client's husband be your emergency contact? Brenay said she added him later. Then came the killer question. So you don't believe he was still sleeping with his wife from January through March? Brenay said no. Robert pointed at the screen. Same phone number, same man. When asked if she always shakes it for married men in booty shorts, Brenay denied it until the video played, showing her bent over in front of Tim while he mimicked a back shot. Her defense, I was already bent over when I saw him walk up. By the time Robert finished, the jury looked done. Tears, tension, and pure disbelief filled the room. Monday, the verdict comes, and everyone knows the real dramas already happened.
And Monday, as in tomorrow. Miss E say I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Now you involve my child, I do what I gotta do.
So Tim just got exposed in court for still sleeping with his wife while dating Brenay. The entire courtroom went dead silent as prosecutors dropped the receipts, explicit texts, timestamps, and photos that proved Tim never stopped seeing Akira. He told the jury they'd been separated, but those messages showed something else entirely. One text had him telling Akira he wanted to fill her up like a Twinkie. Another came with a picture that had the whole courtroom cringing. Even after their supposed breakup video, they were still sending videos and checking in on each other like nothing changed. Brenay, who's representing herself, by the way, stood there questioning Tim, trying to hold it together. But when the messages were confirmed to be real, she looked shattered. Akira'S messages showed a woman still fighting for her marriage, apologizing, begging to make it work, while Tim was whispering the same lies to Brenay. And when photos surfaced of Tim and Akira going out on multiple dates, right around the time he claimed he was done, it was over. The jury was shaking their heads. The same man who claimed to love both women just exposed himself as the reason they're both in that courtroom.
Miss Mama, what was the picture? What picture? There's music, so it's on mute, guys. Miss Boogie Doll got me looking at this lady. Wow, get it. Look at her. Oh,
I'm in.
Brenay.
Good night. Hope all is well.
Okay. This is a blogger. Okay.
I'm in. Break Stink Show. Good night. Hope all is well. Tim with the hits. Hey, Timmy. You wish you had like this, huh? No, babe, I'm straight. Stop speaking on me. Timmy with the hips. Don't pop your stuff, baby. You in my city. You in my city, Timmy with the hips. A fan? No, I'm just gonna go viral some more of y'all. That's all. Get ready to pay that man child support, good. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I ain't got you. I respect you. We care about other people, not just like that. I'm sorry. I'll put it there for you too.
We polite. I think we polite, okay? Cause sis said she not backing down. She following them. She got the name calling, and she said, and she throwing a little something like, "You in my territory. I know you don't want no smoke." I'm like, "Oh no, baby, we just, we ain't doing all this in the Ernesto sector, child. Oh no." Timmy with the hill. I'll come back and read you, Lady Denise.
Mom, yeah, we right here. We waiting.
I'm sorry. This mother, okay, will not be at that damn courthouse because I'm not getting involved in this mess. Like, you made your bed, you lie in it. I love my daughter dearly, but I don't partake in no bullshit. I don't partake in no messiness. I just can't do it. And there's no way I would be up at that damn courthouse unless I was subpoenaed. And my daughter not gonna subpoena me because she not gonna like what I have to say. Okay, she already know what it's gonna be given. Is that the twin sister?
Stop letting these broke ass nigga treat you like treat you like you regular.
Miss E, I saw that one with plies. I had to bring it out for you. Somebody made it for Akira. Brenay is a result of poor parenting. Yeah, the parents have failed her, in my opinion. There's just no way I will be up there with those shenanigans talking about mom. Girl, if I'm coming through there, it's gonna be on some rah. It's gonna be on me telling your ass the truth. I'm not coming up there to support that bullshit. Okay, I dropped the link. We made it through all my visuals. I'm sorry about the first half, child, but we improvised. We made it do what it do. We caught up at the end with my video. So that is pretty much right now a summary of what is been going on with Brenay, Akira, Tim, and Devon. And with a little sprinkle of Corinne, who is Brenay's identical twin sister. Okay. We're still trying to figure out if Tim is the pappy of the twin sister kids. We would like to know that. They have court on tomorrow. So they feel like tomorrow they're going to wrap it up. The jury will be deliberating. They will provide their verdict, whether Akira is going to win or lose, if Brenay gonna be found guilty or innocent. You know, I feel like from what we've heard from all these little clips that we put together and listened to, that the jury has already sided with Akira. I think she's going to win. And here's the thing: Big Nate done went out and got a home and a car. So is Akira gonna be able to put liens on those properties? What's tea? Oh, my girl is ready. You know, she was ready earlier today. I said, hold on, Miss Biggie Down, because you're going to have much more to say after our third part in our series. There you go, Miss Biggie Down.
Hey, oh my God. This is sad though. You know, like this is a up and coming, even though I know we like, you know, Shirley didn't need to be catching those strays, but this is what I meant when I made the comment about the Shirley. You just can't help it because these generations, like especially of these girls, and I have, thank God, I have nieces and they are college educated like your daughter, and they are in the same age group. And I'm often just like, well, one of my nieces is married to her college sweetheart and they have 3 kids. My other niece, my brother's daughter, she's a doctor. And I'm like, you know, do not get so successful that your common sense, that you end up, you know, mingle, learn, you know, like I'm all for, you know, the Black family, but learn to look at a man who treats you like a queen and not just for the color of his skin, because unfortunately these young Black men, they scare me, and I throw my own in there at times, you know what I'm saying? Like these young ladies are like out here, like Brenay, yeah, okay, she's a different type of a weirdo, but you know, in a better circumstance, she could have really made her situation as a boss situation. And you are picking up strays. You literally, from the first one that you married, like I said, I don't have anything against Devon, anything at all. But at the end of the day, he was actually technically not really doing nothing. And you was carrying him, it seemed like, to the point where you started resenting him and then you started disrespecting him. The only difference between Devon and Tim, Devon doesn't seem like he was a creep. He just seems like, as we use the terminology for those of us, like you said, raised in the 70s, 80s, our parents used the term trifling, because that's how I describe mine. Good young man. And in my case, he's college educated too, but my son is trifling. I'll keep it real. And this is what these young ladies, y'all are so unequally yoked with these young men. And then y'all are just settling for anything. And like I said, you know, to my brother is put his child through college. Listen, but I always tell my niece, keep your options open. Don't just stop at wanting yourself. If you have a nice non-Black male who is treating you like a queen and with the respect, and you can build, like, keep your options open. Like, you don't have to settle for just, unfortunately, your generation's lack of achievements and or, you know, abilities to be on your level or even aspire to get there, because all she did was trade in a trifling young man who might be, sounds like Devon might have been a little lazy. I ain't gonna lie. Seems like he's trying to get it together
they
now.
Are young too, so you know.
And that's what I said. It sounds like he's trying to get it together now. But Tim has no aspirations of improvement. You can look at him and you already see that is Ernesto right there. He gonna have all the kids and he's gonna be Ernesto. That is that you see
I
it, and
agree,
it's
Miss Boogie.
sad.
Now he doesn't even understand what he has done wrong, like the part that he's played in this situation. He do
Right,
not
no
get it. He
accountability,
is
no
still doing
accountability.
videos saying, "What's wrong with me?" Bringing my wife to our children's event. Your kids have
Right,
been through enough. They're only
right.
children. They cannot handle adult situations, and it's
Not to
better
mention,
for you
it's
to
a
be there for your
graduation.
children
Right.
without this woman that was introduced to them as a godmother, a
Yeah,
cousin-in-law.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
not ready. And then you're
yeah.
bringing this tramp around family members that have
Talk
an
about it.
issue with her. So it's like a hostile situation, and everybody feels uncomfortable at this time, but her, because she want to flaunt her tits around.
And truthfully, you can see you want to be this girl. You want her life. And now that you have her man, let's say, right,
Right.
you still ain't happy. You know why? Because you don't like who you are. You have your own insecurities. And this is the problem with even coming out of a divorce myself. And I was married much longer and had much more history than she did with Devon, right? You should never have jumped back in that pool within 5 years. Like I mean, seriously, I've been divorced officially going on 8 years, okay, and a couple of months. And I promise you, it has gotten me to this level where I am just comfortable getting out here dating. I'm being dead serious.
No,
I
I'm
mean, I am
laughing at
just
Lady Janice talking this.
oh, okay. But I'm just comfortable getting to the point where with the Nesto. See, I don't know why
Yes,
you made me look at
that's
that.
what
You
I
made me
looked
look.
down at the chat. It caught me up.
But nevertheless, like it's just like you gotta when you go through a divorce and people and I learned this from a family member. Like she literally broke it down to me. One of my cousins I've had like the greatest respect for, one of my big cousins. We're first cousins, but she's much older. And she was
Mhm.
just like, divorce is a death. And I was just like, yeah, I wouldn't go that far. No, no, no. It is a life. It is a person. It is a whole situation that literally has died. And you do have that moment. This girl hasn't even really given herself time to grieve over her
Well, she
situation.
was the cause of the divorce, so they don't
It
see
doesn't even matter. But but
it.
but I'm
It
I'm gonna
does
be
matter
fair.
because your situation is different from hers. They basically caused all this chaos, something that you did not have. Okay,
Right?
sleeping
Yeah.
with
Thank God. Yeah.
yeah, it's a totally different situation from you. And she got the man that she had the hots for, even though he's been with her sister and now friend. It's not the same situation. She
But
wanted
that's what
him.
I'm
She
saying.
couldn't
And that
wait to marry him. It's not the same situation, Miss Biggie. I
no, no,
get
no.
what
It's
you're
not
saying.
the same. But what I'm saying is like in terms of giving, it doesn't matter. What I was saying when I said it doesn't matter, I'm not talking about the situation. I agree with you. You're right. What I'm saying is it doesn't matter who, in my opinion, caused the divorce. It is still a situation that she was in with her ex-husband now that you haven't given yourself time to heal from. It doesn't matter that you're the cause of why it ended. It's still a situation that you need to heal from. This is why you have the Nick Cannons of the world. And now after 12, 13 kids, you want to now confess, oh, I never really got over when me and Mariah got divorced. That's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about in terms of it doesn't matter to me who is the cause of the ending of your marriage. It is still a time that you need to heal. When you are in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, you need time to heal. And she did not give herself that, even though, yes, her and Tim all the way, this is a whole F show that they caused. but she's still hurt. Her heart has not healed. So now you a hot ass mess, because if you were smart enough, even if that was that old rekindling of that relationship, had you taken a couple of years to just, oh, I don't know, get yourself reacquainted with him, you might see that what we all already know, we can predict, this ain't going nowhere, sis. It just isn't. Anything that's built on a foundation of other people's pain and hurt and disrespect, you are not going to win. But because that generation, you can't tell them nothing, they got to figure it out on their own. As we say, F around and they going to find out. She will find that out. But has she just taken the time for self-preservation to just get her mind right, even go to therapy and figure out why can't she, or why did she go through this extreme to get this man back? She probably would have definitely had a better outcome. Now you are basically in your own right, somewhat of a boss chick. You got a following and everything else, and you just inherited a whole nother bum. And of course he's not going nowhere. Of course he's your biggest cheerleader. You about to be his biggest benefactor, Nesto
Right.
Jr.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You about to be Shirley. And
Right.
the
And they
only
think that these men supporting their careers, because I watch another content creator who she brags about a Dusty, a Brokey that's unemployed with 4 kids,
I
okay,
know what you're
with
talking
2
about.
different baby mamas. And she's like, he supports me. He lets everybody know about my business and all of this. Yes, because he is
Because he's
benefiting and
eating.
he doesn't have to
Right.
work. He's putting you to work. The new stroll, baby. He got you on the whole stroll. Okay. Yes, he's passing out your business cards with your services, because guess what? He don't have to
He
work.
needs it.
It's
Yeah,
not a
he needs that
flex.
money.
It's an
He needs that
investment.
money. That's why Ernesto was getting up and doing what? Starting that car for Shirley. That wasn't that man doting over you. That was that man making sure you were
Yeah, he trying
securing
to
the
earn his
bag.
keep. He trying to earn
Right.
his damn keep. It's not a flex. I'm
I-
sorry.
It sure isn't. And it's just sad. And like I said,
I
only
got auto
differences
start over here, baby. I just hit the damn button. Hell.
for them here, my only thing is you are hilarious. I just want and I just pray for the fact that they are still young. And I
That's true.
pray that even with the bad decisions that she's making, there is still hope for her. And that's my prayer for her, that unlike the Sonias of the world, that you
Yeah.
get a clue. And right now, where like you mentioned a little bit earlier when you were talking about what we growing up in the 70s, 80s, this
Yes.
wasn't obviously for us no social media era and stuff like that. So a lot of these things, that's why I never fall on my own sword, or I never sit up here, listen, baby. Freaknik was around. I was part of that era. Now, no, I wasn't dumb enough, even though people had camcorders. I wasn't dumb enough to be sitting up there doing wild and freaky things, because I just had
Yeah.
a
It
certain
was the
respect for
experience.
myself.
It was the
Right.
experience. Okay.
But I
Like,
still
what
was
is the hype?
outside. I still
Yes.
was outside, and I still was sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? And I could doodle
Yes.
brown better than anybody. But I
Yes.
wasn't sitting up there letting you film me, putting your penis on me, and being disrespectful. It was just
Yeah.
limits to it. Now, it's just like these kids with this social media. I mean, again, they are committing real crimes, including these idiots. They
Yes.
are committing real crimes. And if I could go back and turn back the hand of time, knowing where we would be today. Oh, I tell my ex-husband all the time, baby, I know you glad you in law enforcement. You ain't got to do nothing but show up. These kids are arresting themselves. All you got to do is put the
Yes.
damn cuffs on them,
They
because the
are.
evidence is right there. Man, I would be a lawyer, I'd be in law enforcement or something, because I'm telling you, these got
Baby,
to
they
be
don't
the
need no
sweetest job.
co-conspirator. All they do is
They
go
don't.
right here on social media
They don't.
and their case is right there. Okay,
And
because I
think
was
it's a
about to
flex.
go back and watch the special on Hulu. Yes, yes. And we had Black Beach here in Florida, Miss E, and we had a lot of little different things down in Miami, but Daytona's closer to me. and
Yeah,
allow
it's just like crazy. I mean, like it's just sad to me. But I like I said, I still don't think I would have succumbed to anything like this because
no.
again, we still had the camcorders and people were still wilding and acting crazy.
Yeah, and then
But
it's the
I
people that's around you too. I'm not saying that
yes,
we 100% listen to everything our parents said, that we've never broke a rule or we've been just walked in a straight line, but
yeah,
it's the people around y'all that's supporting this bullshit. Like, I
yeah.
love my daughter dearly, I do, but I don't support bullshit. Okay, there's
And
no
I
way
was
I
with
would be in
you.
that
I'm not standing
courtroom.
up in no court. Right. Nope.
And
You
if
did
my
this to
daughter was
yourself.
over in another married woman house and this lady asked her to leave and her family rolled up, call me.
Yeah.
Call
Yeah.
me. I know
Yeah.
I could get my daughter up out of that house
Well,
with
I
one
told
look.
you
With a
last night
look.
what? With my
No
damn
words.
son. Talking about your stupid ass squatters, right? You don't squat your ass out that girl's apartment.
Right.
You know
Ain't
what I'm
even gotta
saying? Like,
talk. It's gonna be a
yeah,
look. Soon as I walk in the room, mama, I'm
literally.
coming. I got my mama, I'm
Right.
coming. Baby, no words would have been spoken. Cause soon as I
There
walk
you
in there
go.
giving out this big Leo energy,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
mama,
Yeah.
I'm getting my stuff. Mama, pop the
Yeah.
trunk.
Definitely.
I'm gonna pop
Definitely.
more than the trunk. I'm gonna pop your ass in the mouth, but let's get to the trunk. Let's get to
And
the
that's
car first.
literally what I said to my ex-husband. Him and his sister went over there. I was like, listen, you get your dumb ass son out that, that apartment. And we
Right.
chuckled together. But when he went over there, like you said, he went over there with that big energy, with that dad energy, like, hey, ain't
Girl,
nobody
you
playing
better
with
get
you.
out
Let's
of these
go.
people's house. Who the fuck you think
Right,
you is?
right,
Girl. What?
right. I was
And
like,
then
now
you
don't
say
rep
somebody
me.
grandma. How would you like it? That was
Right,
your grandma. Like, but I think also with Brenay, I wanted to come back to something that you said about her being a twin. And if she really did tell Akira these things about her family, it's
right.
probably she's having identity issues just from not
Mhm,
having her own true identity from being a twin. Because sometimes with these twins, the parents want to dress them like somebody, do their hair
mhm,
like, each other,
mhm.
and everybody, oh, they're so cute. And it's always the twins, not them being addressed as an individual person or being able to find themselves as an individual. So
And
now
let's take
Akira,
it a
baby,
step
is her
further in
new
our
damn
family.
twin.
We
Akira, the new
cruel in
twin.
our family. How many times have you been somewhere and it's not directly with you, yourself, and your sisters, but you'll have ones that'll be like, oh, her hair is so pretty. Oh, y'all keep her hair. And then, people indirectly don't even realize this. And a lot of times it's family. And I don't know how true it is. I want to give the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what she was saying to Akira because she was trying
But
to
yeah,
play
by
on
her being a twin
Akira.
though, a lot of twins do either have some of these
But
issues that she have far as
you'll have
because
one that
you
sometimes
don't
that do
know.
look
You've
better.
always been a twin. And I watched another content creator
Right.
that has twins and she have them separated out of the classroom, like so they're not together all the time and
Right.
they can't have their own friends and they can't figure out who they are as individuals. But a lot
Yeah.
of people, they're so cute, they're twins, and they just want to group them together all the time. And
Yeah.
now, she's the ugly twin, her sister's the pretty
I was
twin, her
just about
sister's
to say, yep.
smaller than
I was
her.
in class with twins, and I'll never forget Cheryl and Kathy. I will not release their government last names. Cheryl and Kathy. And everybody used to refer to Cheryl as the cute twin, and Kathy was the fat twin. They were identical twins, but Kathy was heavier and a little bit shorter, but they were identical twins. And everybody referred to Cheryl whenever instead of just saying, oh, Kathy, the shorter one, just,
Yeah, they have that's her name.
they
Just call
went
her her name. Kathy and
right,
Cheryl. That's their
right,
identity. They don't need
right.
the physical part. And I think that's a part of what
Brenay is
Brenay is
going
going
through.
through too. So now she's
Hmm.
twinning it with Akira. Akira get her hair done this way, she's getting it. She get her nails done this way, she's getting that.
Oh,
Poor
I'm glad you
thing.
said that. And now, what sick part of this man is sitting up here trying to encourage you to look like his damn wife that he's allegedly leaving her,
I'm
for
not no
you?
damn carbon copy of your wife. You can
Oh,
stay there with her.
oh. where they do this at? Like, and it's just, oh my God, like I said, this generation, like, it's just scary. It's just scary because it's beyond what we were talking about last night. And I've said it, and I'm stuttering again. It is beyond just the fact of just the breakup. I don't understand the humiliation part. Even when you look at these kids that are unalive and then they're going to their op's grave and you gotta piss on the grave and you filming it. Like, what are you doing? Like, where is the detachment from just like, I mean, because they are totally desensitized. Like, we had our own crews and we seen things as well growing up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. That was trifling. We've seen it, we've done it, we've been a part of it or knew somebody who was. Okay, but it's just that extra oomph, like turning the knife and just jabbing it back in and digging it even deeper, like the person is dead already, but you just got to do that extra disrespect and then think that there's not going to be no recourse. And it's just like, the one thing, I follow another content creator, he talks about the rappers a lot, and he always says, yeah, you come out now, you want to have this peace and harmony. And he was like, everybody's sitting up here and they like, oh, poor little Tink Tink done got shot up. Why are we acting surprised? Because although they may have thought like, you know, I'm out of the streets, the streets are not forgiving. And it's the same thing with situations like this. Brenay, that dude you got, he is not going to stick around when the next best thing that's offering him a better opportunity, Ernesto, comes along, you gonna be Ebony, and he gonna find his Shirley Strawberry, okay? And that's it, and that's all. Because at the end of the day, he is an opportunist. He is an opportunist. And if you don't see that, and if all the alleged, because again, it's alleged, we don't know for sure, but if the alleged of him even sleeping with your sister, knowing that y'all had history.
It came out in court that, because you know, Akira had their phones subpoena from Apple. That he had 1,000 messages with the sister, Corinne. He had over 1,000 communications with.
And doesn't he allegedly, I don't know if it's Corinne's, but doesn't he allegedly have a kid outside of the marriage with him and Kira as well?
I think they're trying to say that they're hers.
Okay.
That her kids are his. Because allegedly Corinne has never produced or showed or said, you know, whomever her kids' father's names, which is odd to me.
Video? When you were loading up that video, didn't that little girl look like him? I'm just saying.
Yes, she did.
Did that little girl look like him? I was like, that baby looked like him.
That's why I was like, well, who is the person in the family that's gonna have the intervention? Because it sounds like a Akira family, once they found out what was going on, they staged the intervention and they had some talkings with her. And they let her know, we got you. You don't need him. You don't have to put up with this. Like, they got her together. Sis done the revenge body. She still have her career. She got her a home. She got her a new vehicle.
Well, that's what I said with Brenay is disappointing, because if everything that you said that you know about your family to this woman is true, and they counted you out, like you are on your big girl boss chick, baby, why are you in the why are you in the fuck nigga shit? Why are you there? Because you done already proved
that's
to them
who she is. I'm sorry. That's who she is. I know you want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but this is who she is. And I can't give her the benefit of the doubt because she is creating these situations. Like, she is spearheading.
Oh, no, I agree with you.
But
I'm saying it's not about giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying that's crazy to me. That's where the disconnect for me is coming in, right there, what you just said. Because my thing is,
she don't even have the same values that you have. She didn't have the same marriage that you have. She's just out here doing things, and I do really feel it's probably the twin syndrome that's also, you know, affecting her. But like you said, you got to get help. You got to recognize that you have an issue instead of creating more problems for yourself. Because financially, you know, you are taking on all these court costs, child support, supporting this man, you know, plus your own finances. That's a
And
lot to
she
carry
lucky.
on them big tits, okay?
But
But
that's one thing. She don't have to be responsible directly for that child support order, but
well,
baby,
you did hear her
the
say that the child support had been paid. I played the video. Okay, the lady said,
right.
I hope you helped him pay that child support. And she said she did. And she wants her man not to be in jail and to have driver's license and all that. She is
Uh,
going to pay it. Not no,
mm.
they know how they're not going to be able to take it out of her check, her income. But if she
But
files
that's what
joint
I wanted to
taxes
get
with
to.
him,
So what it
she
says is
will, them taxes
she
will
does
be
have to
taken.
pay. Wait a minute. Now going forward that's what I wanted to touch on. So as far as the child support with her marrying him, no, she is not in any form or fashion responsible for his direct order. However, let's
Mhm.
just say he is deemed unfit to work at a job. She can go for her and she is going to be responsible because now you have married this man knowing that he has kids and you are, if he is deemed unable to provide because of like a physical injury, she is going to be responsible
Yeah, he
for
used
that
to
child
play
support.
football, so that could happen. But if they file those taxes jointly, them taxes gonna be snatched.
Well, it's okay. They ain't got to worry about that because he ain't got no job. So
Yeah,
what
but
we
she can still
filing, Thomas?
file him on her taxes as a dependent. Listen, these women will do it. Um, anything you file with him, you will be snatched. And Akira getting her money on the other end, okay? Because I do believe she's going to win. And
Do you think she's
I
gonna get the full 2.5 though? I don't think so.
They
I'm
said
not
that a
saying.
woman there got 30 million because a lady gave her husband her phone number at a funeral. Okay. So
Wow.
I do not know what North Carolina gonna do, but
Wow.
I will wait and see how it goes down. Because from what
I
I'm
mean, I
hearing,
definitely think she
I
would
can
be
see
worth
her
every
getting the
dime.
whole 3.2.
Yeah,
3.5.
I
Let me two,
definitely
it's
want her getting.
2.5. It's 2.5.
Yes, 2.5 million. I think. Yeah, two and a
Uh-huh.
half.
I can see her getting it all.
And the sad part is that I, like you said, just looking at this young lady, I don't even think it'll be a wise enough lesson for you to learn.
No.
And that's the sad part because there's
Yes.
nothing worse than something like that falling on deaf ears as it's going
Yes,
to,
because she's the
as
only
it's
one
going
that's
to.
paying at this point. You know what I'm saying? She got a new
Yeah.
home. The home allegedly is in her name. She got a car, trying to keep up with Akira. That's in your name. That's not in Tim's name. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no income. Like you said, he has nothing to finance anything with.
Exactly.
Okay, you lose this lawsuit. That's 2.5 million. You've been in jail, okay, for cyberbullying and breaking the rules when it comes to your protection order. Okay, so now that's limiting you if social media don't work out with you getting a job because that is
And,
going to come
and
up in the background check. Okay.
and hey, Brenay, come closer, Brenay. I want you to hear
And where
something,
is the
Brenay.
people in her family? Why y'all showing up there to court, beefing with the other family and supporting this bullshit? Because this is, yes, they're young, but the decisions that she's making, they're going to follow her for the rest of her life because there's a lot of legal situations going on here. No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. And Brenay, I want you to come a little closer, baby. Listen to me closely. This Miss Boogie down. Let me tell you, you married this man for more than 10 years and one day in your state, because I did the research, because it don't seem like you do a lot of research, sis. I did the research for you. And 10 years and one day, he is half entitled to half. Even if when, not if, when he goes out and does to you what he did to Akira, he, even in his bad boy phase, will be entitled to half of your assets, my love. So all that stuff you think you buying in your name don't matter. As long as he stayed with you for 10 years and one day, he's entitled to half of your cheddar. And when he's
Well, don't
going with
worry,
the
she
next
not gonna have it because again, when social media start to slow down, because it does this for everybody, you're up, but you're not gonna be up forever, because there's always somebody new coming in, and people like what they like. So she not gonna be able to sustain what she's sustaining now. And a lot of people just stay in tune now because of the drama. She's not always going to have this drama. So they'll fade away and her money is going to fade away. And Akira is going to put a lien on her damn finances because you can do that with social media content creators. So she's not even going to be able to sustain this. He's not going to get a job to help her. She can't even get a job that would be able to help her due to the legal stuff that's going on with her because of him. So
did she have a profession prior to this? Because I know Akira is a nurse or something, right? Like an LPN or something
even
like
if she
that.
did here in the state of Florida, she wouldn't even be able to get her license. With getting protection orders, going to jail for violating protection order, that will come up in the background check here in the state of Florida. So that's what I mean. Like, even if and when this social media start being a paycheck for her and she decides that she wants to go back into the working world, which I don't know what she was doing before, this is going to hinder her. This is going to affect her because I mean, I know, some people say don't let it deter you, but I'm sorry, me catching a case on some bullshit over Dusty, and having to take, lesser than jobs than I know that I'm worth. It is a hindrance, and it's hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good thing she don't have her own children, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to, you HR. I ain't even got to go that deep with you.
Right.
If you ran a background check on her, it's a no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But my thing is like, I mean, just with this, just, and even for those of us who are parents in there, because it after yesterday, to be honest, I made sure when I got up today, I always call my dad at least twice a week, but I made sure that I called my son and just had a conversation like where he is mentally, because even though him and the girl done been apart for the entire summer and stuff like that, just to check on him, because like you said, like the even though she's grown numerically, mentally your child is hurting. And I don't know where her dad is, but I did see the mother there and her family there, aunties or grandmother or whatever. And so it's just like, have conversations with your kids.
This is not cool.
This is not cool. It's not even cute to be this age. And like I said, like, people are focusing on the wrong thing because you've allowed that to be, you gave a voice to a whole community. You gave a whole voice to a community of young ladies who probably have had self-esteem issues, twins who have had identity issues. You missed a whole opportunity. And I just hope and pray that because you're still under 30, that you get a clue, and it's never too late to try to change your life around. Because then we do have the adult version, the older adult, because you are an adult, so let me not disrespect that. But we do have the older adult version of where your life is going to go if nobody checks you. Because I've always said, even when we talk about the Sonia's and the Shirley's and the Ernesto situation, I think a big part of Sonia's problem is nobody ever told her, sit your stupid ass down and stop. Like, everybody lets you get away with stuff.
She ain't gonna listen even if they do. People have put her in jail for violating them. She don't believe it. She don't, and there are people out there that they have to learn everything the hard way, or they have to suffer their consequences because they just don't get it. And Brenay is still young. She is still young and she seems smart. But I do know she's making temporary decisions that are going to affect her for the rest of her life.
Yeah, and it's not smart, but I still have hope for your sister Brenay. I definitely do. Sonia, I do not. But Sister Brenay, I do have hope for you that there's a silver light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to be willing to walk down that tunnel, sweetie, because this right here and this generation, like I said, what scares me is I am grateful that Akira, real talk, is handling this as a grown ass woman.
Yes, and she has grown people in her life because she said it. They said it.
Yeah,
They held when they found out why she had all them damn piercings and what was
yeah,
going on. Her family
they stepped in.
immediately sprung into
And
action, came
yeah,
over there to the house, like get
yeah,
your shit, get up out of here. They had an intervention with her, and that is
yeah,
what to me I would have done if it was my daughter on both ends. You
right.
know, like hold the hell up, what the hell going on? You know,
Facts,
I'm not gonna
facts,
join in on the bullshit. Okay, because
facts.
you going to jail, you got to be bonded out. Girl, she would have still been sitting there waiting on me to come bond her out over this dumb mess.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, it's just like, but nevertheless, like you
They're
just said,
haters.
even with Renee, she didn't have to listen. So I'm glad Akira listened. And again, kudos to this young lady and her support system for just handling this grown and sexy, because we are seeing every day that these kids are making very impulsive decisions and they are not handling it in a grown and sexy way. And it is costing people their lives as well as their own. So
Oh,
I'm
that's what I was gonna
kudos to
say
her.
about those rappers. The one thing about these rappers, they're fake. Okay, they're not from the hood. Okay,
Yeah,
this is one reason why they're going off of these television, what white America has deemed as gangsters,
yeah,
ghetto, in the hood. That is not true. Okay, I grew up in the hood around
right.
gangsters in low income. Okay, and
And
trust
they
me,
didn't
we
film
ain't
their
trying
crime.
to win
Right,
this persona outside of the hood. We trying to get
right,
out of the hood because we don't want to end up in a casket or in jail. But these people have never even stepped foot in the hood, never got food stamps, never been on Section 8, never had to eat a poor or low class meal. Neither did I, because my
right.
mother, used her food stamps to feed her children and not to sell them. But they don't know
But you
about this
know what?
life.
Right,
They don't know
right.
about this life. And that's why they are making the mistakes, because they want to live this life. They have these fake personas. They want to put them on social media, and they don't know no better. Because I don't know no real gangsters, no real hood ninjas that even have social media. They don't even want to go to
Right.
court. They be like, I don't want them white people in my business,
Yep.
and all this and so on. These
And
people
making
can't
side
wait.
deals with baby mama.
They
Making
can't
side
wait.
deals with baby mama.
They can't wait to go snitch on somebody. They go down and record themselves driving down to the precinct saying that they
Yeah,
finna go snitch on somebody. Baby, you gonna
yeah.
have to get subpoena and get the records from the real hood ninjas and find out who was your damn unindicted co-conspirator. They are
And
not gangsters.
even with
They're
the
fake. They're manufactured. They do not know the real gang. They're going after what the white people say is the hood, the ghetto, low class, whatever. And that's why
because they
they
want to be
effing around and
down.
finding out.
Yeah. The one thing I'll give credit to, like you said, when we were talking about the rappers, I remember when
That's I
T.I.,
am talking about the rappers. That
yeah,
my
I
comment was to
remember,
the rappers, yes.
and I remember when T.I., him and Tiny had gotten pulled over and he took that charge. Like when I look
She
at
took
this,
the
God bless
charge.
the
Yeah,
dead,
she took the charge.
right? But I remember
I would
him.
never.
What I'm saying is nowadays these young men, even with this Julio Fulio that you calling your
What the hell?
pregnant baby mama to be,
Right.
pregnant baby mama to be, to come in and then implicating her. Real hood dudes didn't do that, and they don't move like that.
Right.
Women and children were off limits. And so the
Right.
mere fact that y'all sitting up here thinking that y'all done discovered something, and you young ladies think that you
Mm-hmm.
down and think that this and you some ride or die chick. No, you a stupid chick. Cause real hood ninjas that I knew, yeah, they did not allow their baby mamas and or girlfriends, side pieces, whatever, definitely not their wives and children, to get caught up in that mess. That just was off limits. There was a such thing called the street code. Y'all ninjas don't even have that today. It's
They are not
embarrassing
from the
what y'all got
streets.
going on.
That's why
Right,
these kids grew up in two-parent homes, going to private schools. They've never even been in the hood. They're going
right.
off of this TV, social media gangsters, and that's not reality. And that's why they're
Yeah,
getting messed up with these
yeah.
fake rules. in these fake personas. Like, baby, y'all manufactured in the damn room. Like, we ain't manufactured. We live this life. We know. Like, they don't know. They've never even been in the hood, the ghetto. They don't know the struggle, but they see that this is selling. This is making money, and they want to get out here and do it. Like Drake, you don't know about the hood. Sit down somewhere, you know.
Even the culture of snitching on each other, right? How many real gangsters you know from the hood did bids, never ratted on anybody? They took that 20-year bid and they did that. Y'all getting in there and all they got to do is bring you a Chick-fil-A meal and you done spilled your damn whole guts and then told the families
they're
business.
not about this life. They're scared. Now they done effed around and found out. I can't do no 2 years in prison. Baby, a real gangster be like, that ain't nothing. 2 years?
2 years,
I'll
that's a weekend. That's a weekend.
They over there falling out crying, snotty nose. Telling the
That's a
judge, like,
weekend.
2 years? A year and a day? 11/29? They can't do it, honey.
Well,
They
like I
thought
said,
they was about this life till they found out they weren't. Tell them,
right.
bozo.
And that right there, I hope when you find out you too, Brenay, ain't about this life, because we talking about y'all. I hope that not only you can get your bearings straight and get and dust your stupid self off and just move forward. But again, kudos to you, Akira, and your support system. Kudos to your family for stepping in and doing what y'all had to do to make sure she handled this like a grown woman. And like I said, Robin, that mean walk you got, sis, you better walk that walk, girl. I wouldn't even want to mess with you, sis. Okay, I tell my attorney, take your ass home. I'm hiring her. Bye. Okay, because Robin is in there walking all up and down the
Brenay over there with Chat GPT talking about squash, thinking she finna do a damn mukbang, baby. It's squash, not squash. I'm like, why y'all ain't help the baby out? Yep, the NFL, Michael Irvin called his son out, who is a rapper, and said, you don't know nothing about this life. You ain't gangster. He grew up in a gated community. That is all these new rappers that's out. That's what it's giving.
Son is another example. I see all the local news with T.I.'s son. That first of all, can we even, oh God, pray for that boy and the way he just looked naturally. But anyway, that is somebody's baby. But at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, these kids, and it's just, I don't get it. You know, like when he was on a reality show talking about,
that's what's cool.
with the
That's what's
relatives.
cool. That's what's
but
cool
it wasn't
to
cool
them.
when his ass got locked up and he got punched in his mouth. It's all fun and games till somebody punches you in the mouth, right? That's what Mike Tyson said. So all fun and
Your
games.
question was, you don't understand it. What I'm saying is that's the trend. That's what's cool. That's what looks hot on social media, and they're just trying to follow the trend. But the real hood ninjas are unknown and unseen. They're not on social media. They definitely not on here with Amazon money, pretending like it's their real dope. They hiding that shit at their auntie and their grandma house. Okay. Hey, Aries one, welcome. We just cut up. We about to wrap it up, child. We'll be back with Ernesto on tomorrow. Sure, but I appreciate y'all, the ones that stuck out this series with me, because I went down the rabbit hole and I was like, oh my God, I cannot. Now I'm going to get on the Vegas case.
Because I was looking at jewelry,
it too. Fake cars and tint in the rental cars. Tint in the rental cars, baby. Windows, making it seem like it's theirs. You're absolutely right. They even put rental rims on the rental cars. Okay.
Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. Okay.
You can. Once you get the car, you can do whatever you like.
Who would even think to do all of that to a rental, though? Okay.
You think when you go and say, hey, I want to put rims on here from Pookie up there on the block. They ain't not gonna ask you, is this your I've never been asked if this my title for a car when I went to go have it repaired.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. But
they
I just
rented a Lamborghini or Rolls Royce and acting like it's theirs.
And I guess that's, like I said, when we get back to the Shirley thing, see, that's always been my issue with all of these cast of characters that this idiot has. Because, like you just hit on, where your stash at? I've always been saying that for the last year. I've been saying, where your stash at? Because all this,
I know he
everybody got
didn't
to
have
put
it
money
because he
in
didn't
their
have no
book.
job, and he don't
Right,
have no income coming in.
right. But where your stash at? That's those. Dion, ask your daddy where his stash at. Dre, I know you
Where?
listening.
Did he say he
Okay.
had a job? Did he ever say he worked?
No, but
No,
he
that's what
said,
I'm saying.
hey,
He
no,
never
but
say that.
Dion did say you helped a lot of people get put on. Okay.
But that's a
So
lie to me. That's a lie.
listen,
I don't work. There's nobody he's put on. He's not even on. I don't believe
listen.
him. And let somebody sleep in your barbershop that you behind on rent for 3 months. That's not putting on to me.
Well, for Dion, it
Yeah,
was.
where
So
they at?
again, Dion, where that stash at? Ask your daddy where that stash
No,
at.
he
We
know
know
he
it's
don't
not the
have one
good
because that's why Dion said he wasn't even talking to him really before he got locked up because he was trying to find him an income. Because again, Nesto's businesses were closed in 2021. He had no money coming in. That's why he was stealing from these women. He knew
Yeah,
his dad didn't have no money. I hope everybody knows that he didn't have any money.
that's
Dion was
on.
out there doing his own thing. He was working in somebody else's barbershop
Which
with
is
his apprentice
crazy.
license.
Which is crazy. I was cooking dinner.
And Nesto, I don't think he ever had a license. I was cooking dinner and couldn't get into the phone. But not only do the real ones not bring their families into this mess, they make sure they provide for their part for something
Exactly. That's what
happens.
we talk about, the
I
Duchess.
did.
We want to know where the stash is
Yes,
at.
I did. Anyway, I don't want to know that because Nesto is not a gangster to me. He was not out
Right.
here.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
not from the hood. And
Listen, Tisha
he did
K.
not
He
have
said,
any
"You
money.
motherfucking gangster." Okay.
He was not making no money moves for me. So I do not want to know that. Okay. He was using women for a place to stay, to continue to ride that oil rig and for food in
Listen here,
hotels.
Tisha K. I'm an MF and gangster, Tisha K. Okay. Can't even say your name right, but I'm an MF and gangster. Okay. That's what he
Mm-mm.
said to Tisha
And
K.
that's
That's
when
what he said.
that's when Keisha K told him because she from Florida, the same
Right.
area code as me, 850. And she switched up real quick on him and said, Nesto, wait 1 minute, because I grew up with pimp hoes and gangsters. And you ain't one. That's what she really was telling him. So you could talk to me and I could read between the lines. That's what I heard her say back to him.
Oh God.
And
Let's
you
hear Tisha
not
K.
one. You not one. I could never see him on trying to sell drugs or really out here, doing what hood ninjas do. He could
Oh
never.
no. No, absolutely not. You only tough with women. You're not even tough with the blind lawyer. I mean, when that man shut him down, it was just like, listen here. Didn't I tell you don't call me on these jail phones, Mr. Williams? Okay. You were
Oh,
stumbling.
yes, Miss E. That part, gangsters move in silence. What they say, Dutch, is gangsters move in silence. He's not a gangster. He could never sell drugs. First of all, you gotta know how to count. You gotta know how to cook. You gotta know how to package. You gotta know how to run rounds. He cannot do that. He cannot do that. Okay. He couldn't even write bad checks and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? He is nothing gangster about him. Because all the hood ninjas, I know how to make money underground. Okay.
Maybe
They
they don't
may
write
tell the
checks.
female, give me your income tax check and let me flip it. Okay. But they ain't out here just saying, stealing credit card numbers
Yeah.
from females and writing it down in their damn truck. That's why I was like, he is
Yeah,
not no gangster. He's a fucking wankster.
don't put it even on the white people. The white people, the wanksters. He ain't even that
He's a
cool.
wankster. He ain't never had none. Like the G in lasagna silent.
Oh my goodness. But like I
I
said, my
love
my
that. Now
my
that's one song I love by 50 Cent. I don't love that it was about Ja Rule, but I do love it.
that was my only album from him that I
But
ever purchased. And like I can't stand 50.
everything like We covered the
Yeah.
babies. We covered the sister. I think we did. I'm trying to see if we left anything out. Oh shoot.
What for Tim and
Yeah.
Akira?
I think we covered everything. The legal stuff, we just pretty much saying that, even with Tim, if he did want to go get a job, you got child support orders, you got the order with Brandon that's right now it's on hold, it's not active. Then you got custody, orders. You got you done been to jail because he went to jail on some fraud.
Yeah, then
Done
didn't
been
he
to
just
jail
catch
on some
another recent one?
fraud.
Are you covering that tomorrow?
No, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna see what happened in court tomorrow. They think they're gonna wrap it up tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the jury gonna come back with a quick verdict. This is not
Okay.
no unaliving case, so we will come back if they have a verdict. By the time we go
Because
by
he
the time
got
we go
caught with a
live.
pow coming in the court. He ain't smart.
Right. Went to
Yeah.
the car. They say he went to he was already
How
in
dumb
court.
is this dude?
He left, went back to the car and got pow, and came back in there, and them people told him to assume the position. So you got that case.
Yeah. This
Maybe
dude
because
is
my
just,
brother
oh
showed
man.
flipped that money. I'm just saying, Lady Janine, sis, I'm telling you, give me a stack. I'm gonna flip that. I'm gonna give you 2 stacks back. Okay, they ain't on here talking about, please. This is not how you talk to me. May
Yeah,
God be
yeah,
with you. We ain't talking to Gail like that, okay?
facts.
Because them niggas gonna wear the same outfit for 2 weeks until they get that money up. And Ernesto don't know nothing about that life. Okay, bro
Vicky,
need
I
to come.
love that pic. I love that pic.
Vic. All right, y'all. Put y'all last thoughts in the chat. Tomorrow we gonna talk about the wrap up of this court case if the jury have a verdict. In Vegas, the case from Vegas that we've been talking about for the last 2-3 days. I've been watching that one, baby. It got corn, father, son, beheaded. The
That's
son
weird.
bearing the wife. It's a lot going on with that one too. Okay, but it sounds like it's gonna be interesting and it has all the components that we love. Okay, betrayal.
My last thoughts on this is, Akira, I'm praying for you. I know there's already a victory there, and I hope you get every last dime. But if not, I hope you get a substantial amount, enough that you are able to do what I know you're going to do, which is the right thing by you and your kids for your fresh start. And kudos to you for your generation, which makes a lot of mistakes. But the way you handled this and listen to your elders and handled your grown woman, I can't do nothing but applaud you. That right there was some real grown fancy stuff, because a lot of your friends and group of in your ages are not handling their business like grown-ups, but you are all the way handling yours, and I know God is going to reward that and take care of you and your kids. As far as you, Lady T-Buck, thank you for the pivot. This was a nice little break.
Yes.
And it was definitely worth watching, because if nothing else, as a parent and just speaking to my fellow parents and or mentors in the chat, we just got to remember we have to
Yes.
continuously pour into our kids and build them up, because this is, no matter how betrayed it's looked like this girl thinks she got it going on, this is from low self-esteem. This is from a damaged spirit. And even in her case, I do believe that there is hope for her to actually get her bearings straight and get her mind right. We just have to do better in talking to our daughters and our sons, because even for these men to be at this age and just you not working and you got all these babies and you got now you on another marriage, you a hot mess. The Bible teaches that you are supposed to be the head of the household, and I don't know how you do that when you can't even provide for the household. But that's it.
That part.
That's all for my little
You don't
soapbox.
work, you shouldn't be damn eating. I'm sorry. These niggas getting too comfortable with not
Yeah.
working.
and you young ladies stop taking care of these ninjas. And it's okay for you to explore your options. There is a brighter day out here. And I'm telling you, as a woman of color, we are out here and we are being watched. Don't pigeonhole yourself to just thinking that a young Black man is the only man who can appreciate you, because baby, they not. And if you got somebody that can show you the love and respect and treat you like the queen you deserve to be, and take your bag with his bag, and y'all got the bag, baby, you're counting out yourself. Trust and believe. Keep your options open. Have a good one, Lady T in chat. Y'all take it light.
Thank you, Miss Boogie Down. And I'm going to piggyback off of Miss Boogie Down. Baby, they praying more than on the cooch, the meow. They praying on your downfall. They praying for your resources as far as your home, your vehicles, your bank account, your health. Because they don't care if you're sick. They want you to go to work and bring that bag home. Okay, so they can sit and play these video games while you outside bringing home the bank. Okay, so they praying from all angles now. You know, not just like one night stand praying, baby. They praying on your downfall again. They praying on your home, your cars, your bank account, your health. Okay, and your damn mindset. They want everything. Okay, so leave them damn dusties where they are. It's okay to be single. It's not a negative thing. Okay, it's okay to be single. Find things that make yourself happy. Okay, make sure your happiness is coming from within. Okay, because for me, long as I got this internet, I got some food in my damn refrigerator, and I got this cable, that's my entertainment, baby. Okay. And it ain't costing me too much. Not what these ninjas trying to take from you anyhow. But it's okay to be single. Find you some things that you find enjoyable. Okay. Find you some friends. Go out. Have a single date with yourself, you know? Hell, you're gonna have to pay 50-50, half and half with some of these ninjas anyway. Just going out, get dressed up, get your hair done, manicure, pedicure, and take yourself on a date. Thank you, Miss Boogie Down. Yes, baby. They praying. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted with the A. It's with the E. They praying on us, okay? And it's hard to believe that, you know, there are people out there that's actually looking at you, watching you, seeing how you move, seeing what you have, and wanting it, you know. Cynthia is a living downfall, make it so bad she don't even know it. Well, one thing I say about Cynthia is she is taking care of herself. You know, she's not out here taking much. She's not getting nothing financially from Nesto. She just not. You know, she really, to me, is giving more than what she's receiving when it comes to her and Nesto's relationship. But as far as her finances, how she eat, buy her ponytails, pay for her RV, or whatever her expenses is, it seems like she's covering them. She's not taking it from a woman or a man, you know, whatever her preference is that she's dating. Now, her in our house with Miss J, I don't know what's really going on with that. I don't know if it's any updates on that, because I really haven't been following that. So I'm not gonna put that on Cynthia. You know, I know y'all don't like her, but financially, she seems to be handling her own finances and sending Nesto $5 here and there. Hair done, nails done, everything done. Do it big, El said. It is not a bad thing to be single. I know people, you know, want to be in relationships, want to be loved and all of those things, but don't let the desperation get you in a situation, you know, that could cost you. That's it. That's out. I'm out. We'll be back on tomorrow with new content.